So it's going to record just in case there's something here. So here's the breakdown. I've got to write a 45-minute talk that has to be presented at the state level to new teachers. So these are people who are welders and they never taught before, or they are.
Okay.
So this is. Oh, we can't.
Yes, I am.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. So they are people who don't know anything about education, but they know a shitload about their individual subjects. And then I'm
Okay.
also going to be presenting the same thing in front of teachers this summer who are a little bit more seasoned, but they'll also be CTE teachers. So maybe that when we come up with it kind of ties in like industry a little bit and kind of, you did this in industry, so it makes sense to do in education. And also this is education. It's different than industry. And so I kind of want to hit it from both sides, as in it's really important in education, but it was also important in your previous job and you need to continue doing it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just open that up to you, and I'm going to pull up a Word document in my side screen so I can jot some things down. All
Okay.
right. So what is off the top of your head the first thing that you want to say?
So I would probably say from something they did in industry and they're still going to do in education would just be being staying up to date with the newest research. So just new changes, just that are happening, new research that has come out. Staying up to date with that and coming for the beach for PDs, that would be really good. And then I would also say for those like networking, to be able to network with other people and find out what they're doing in different schools, for just innovation and growth.
I like networking. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Yes.
Wheel.
Because a lot of times with CTE, you're kind of, some of those are like by yourself. So being able to figure out what other people are doing at other schools and all of that.
Okay. I think that's good. Don't reinvent the wheel. See what works for others.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe is there any advice that you would give to someone on how to prepare for a PD, or like would you encourage them to ask questions, or should they just shut up and listen for the first part, or like is there something you should like this is how you do a PD?
Honestly, I would do it very similar to how you run a classroom. Um, and so I would allow them to ask questions, kind of give them some information, let them do some type of activity. I would run it very much just like a classroom. I mean, that would be my advice.
All right, so like with like an agenda and
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah.
Uh,
Letting them do some turn and talks and let them have some time to kind of discuss with others.
reflection time.
Yes.
All
And
right.
kind of that exit ticket, sum it all up, kind of your big takeaways from the PD.
All right. What about a attendee? How should an attendee approach a PD?
And
Like
it
what?
should be like open-minded, like they should be open-minded, ready to learn and grow. Um, and then I was going to say to really like on the teaching side, really go into professional developments to impact like your teaching practices and improve student learning outcomes and student achievement.
Educator and therefore students.
Yes. Just wanting to grow.
All right. Have you gone to a PD that you really, really liked?
Have I been to a PD that I really, really liked?
Yeah. Or one that you kind of liked? Or one that was
Um,
like, oh, that was cool.
yeah, I could think of a few. I think really it's that being able to like, I learned something new, something that I didn't really know, and then I was able to like talk and discuss with other people that that's what made me really like the PD. Really being able to come away with something of like, okay, that was well worth my time.
Was not wasted.
Hmm.
All right. Is there a resource that you have in mind that could be beneficial to either me presenting this or to someone that uh, is still trying to find that niche, trying to find that additional development?
Um, like, I don't know that I completely understand your question.
I tried to leave it open on purpose.
Okay. Are you wanting something to really like help you?
Um, I'll take that. I was just leaving it open and trying not to limit your mind at all.
Okay.
So let me rephrase. Is there a resource? We'll do both. I'll start on one. I hit this.
Okay.
Is there a resource for me as far as putting this together that would be beneficial for me to use in presenting this topic?
Um, I mean, one of my first thoughts is kind of AI, just because I do go to AI and kind of see that, using that. And then really just, I mean, I would probably just search really the web on like why you need professional development and why it's good. I don't, I don't have the best answer for that one.
Okay. What about an attendee? Like, is there something that they need, like like I don't know, like attentive listening or anything like that that an attendee should use?
I would say coming in with an open mind, being willing to discuss and being willing to step out of their comfort zone to try new things. Because really, the whole goal of professional development is for you to learn something new. So you have to be willing to try something new, have a growth mindset. They're some of those key buzzwords for education.
Growth mindset.
Yeah.
I like that. The whole goal of professional development is to learn something new. So you need to have a growth mindset going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So if you were going to do a PD that is focused on new teachers that are entering from the industry, what do you think needs to be included in there? Is there something like, hey, don't forget to do that, or I know that this is really beneficial, so add this. Is there some element that you are like, yeah, that needs to be thrown in there?
Anytime I think about new teachers, I definitely think about anything with classroom management and behavior, especially if you've come from industry and you don't have experience in the classroom. I would definitely think anything classroom management, rules, procedures, anything that you can give them there would be the most beneficial.
So you would say that classroom management element, managing behavior and having clear rules and procedures are the most common pitfalls of new teachers, most common.
Yes. Yes. Because a lot of times teachers who come out of industry or any new teachers just think that the kids will just sit down and just want to learn. And the reality is that they don't want to come in and they don't want to sit down and they don't want to learn. And so that's a big reality check in the first couple weeks.
Putting that down as student motivation.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What am I forgetting?
Mm, I would say the other thing that I kind of wrote some stuff down, is that the PD helps with like job satisfaction. satisfaction,
Ooh,
and just like retention rate. Just because if you are frustrated or you are a new teacher and you don't know how to attack classroom management, being able to go and learn new things. So being able to grow your mind and open your mind to new things that will help you as a teacher.
that's good.
Yeah.
Do you have any data at all about that PD helps with job satisfaction and retention rate or anything in that world?
Yes, I have like a couple things where it talks about like a study conducted by this and where it came from. I don't have like this number out of this, but it does. I have some stuff I can send you that I pulled
Okay.
that talks
Yeah.
about these things.
I think that's really beneficial. I'm bolding that part.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good because if you can tie it to satisfaction, yeah, if you can tie it to being happy
Yeah.
and moving on, that teachers that something along the lines of teachers that participate in more PD are more likely to stay in the profession. Is that kind of where that's going?
Yes.
Okay. Um, do you think it's beneficial to hear from a peer, or is it more beneficial to hear from a admin when it comes to PD?
Um, I personally think that it could be from either. I think it's all about who is presenting it. And I think it is about being able to feel like you got something out of the PD. So I really think that anyone can present as long as they have knowledge about what they're presenting on. Um, my personal opinion is that anyone can do it as long as you feel like you got something out of the PD and it was worth your time.
I think that gives me a great jumping off point. Did you have something else prepared you wanted me to throw in?
No, that really hits everything that I had pulled out. So,
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, send me that information about that retention rate and job satisfaction.
okay.
Let's
Yep.
say satisfaction. Why are we messing up that word so bad?
I don't know.
But no, I think that gives me a great jumping off point. So
Okay.
thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Appreciate you, friend.
Bye.
Bye.